Welcome to Global Agent Connect TV. Subscribe, like, comment, and share to join our global network. Click below to engage with us. Let's connect.
Today is not just a story of pain, but it's a story of survival, faith, and purpose. Welcome everyone to this powerful live podcast session. My name is Gustav Menyoli Egbe. Today we are diving into a real-life experience that will open your eyes and touch your heart. Our topic today is, I don't want to mention the whole topic, but it's saved by grace. We are joined by a survivor who went through one of the most difficult and life-changing experience, being trafficked and almost kidnapped, or to an extent kidnapped in a certain country in Southeast Asia. And by grace, made it out alive. But this story doesn't end in pain, it transforms into purpose. Today, our guest is helping us and others find safe opportunities to travel and build better life by teaching in Thailand. In this conversation, we'll explore the full journey from life before and the incident to survival, to recovery, and now to impact and opportunities if you are joining us live. Make sure you stay till the end, because this is not just a story, it is a message, a warning, and an inspiration. Drop in the comment section where you are watching from and feel free to share your question as we go along. I'm always here for you. Your boy Global Agent Connect will not disappoint you. And especially this story is for all those traveling and tenants out there that must travel. I want to travel, must be traveling. Traveling is a good thing, yes, no doubt. We'll promote you to travel. We'll encourage you to travel because you are going to learn a lot. But be very vigilant. Be wise. You understand? Be alert, right? Do not fall a victim of circumstances just because you are anxious or you are in the haste to leave the country. So this story today is going to teach us and give us a lesson on how to avoid scenarios like this in the future. So joining me on stage is our guest, the survivor. So he's going to introduce himself and tell us what happened. Welcome, Mr. Serge.
Welcome, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, according to the location. I don't know if everyone can see me clearly. Can you see me?
Yes, they can see you. It's perfect.
Okay. I want to thank you, Mr. Egbe, for giving me the opportunity to come today and talk to the whole world, because this is an experience worth to share, because I'm very sure so many people are going to learn from this. Because mind you, trafficking is not only kidnapping or selling humans. Trafficking, it's all about you being forcefully or you being told something about a journey, and when you reach at that location, you meet something different. Okay,
Sure.
so we should understand what we are talking about here. Okay, we should understand the word and the gravity behind it. So talking about my story today, I can be smiling, but years ago, it was really a painful one. I was contacted online, on Facebook to be precise, and I was offered a very lucrative job. I don't know if I can call the name of the country where I was supposed to work, but I was supposed to work in Thailand. I was supposed to work in Thailand because I have been a student in China for over 5 to 6 years. So these people, these so-called people, contacted me and they told me, we want to test your Chinese language skills And after that being done, they offered me a very lucrative job, saying they're going to pay me 11,000 yuan, which is more than, I think, more than or close to 1 million francs CFA back then. I don't know the current
Current, yeah.
currency exchange, but back then it was close or more than 1 million francs. And mind you, it was very, very amazing and lucrative, like I told you, because this package came with everything. They sponsored my whole trip. They were to pay me a flight to and fro to Cameroon, from Cameroon to Thailand, and also
Mm-hmm.
they were to um, they were to find accommodation and prepare all the transport fare for me, from
Mm-hmm.
Cameroon going to
Interesting.
Nigeria, from Nigeria going back to Cameroon, and from um, Cameroon traveling over there in Thailand. So this is a little bit of the tip of the iceberg.
Mm-hmm. So what happened next? No, before what happened next? How they contacted you through Facebook? Like you got
Yeah.
is it a Facebook message or you saw an advert on Facebook that there's a traveling opportunity, or they message you directly through Messenger?
Okay. This gets interesting. They what they do is they recruit people like you and I, and each
Mm-hmm.
people is assigned a specific job. We have
Okay.
HR; those are the ones in charge of recruiting. We have
Okay.
people in charge of ICT, like they are the
Okay.
one controlling their I don't know, the computers in there, the systems and everything, But those who contacted me are the HRs. Okay, they
Okay.
are the one in charge of recruiting people back home in Africa. So somebody sent me a friend request on Facebook. Though it was doubtful, but I accepted the request because Facebook is a place where we meet people every day. You
Sure.
might not know how your relation turn out. I accepted, and these people went straight away to contact me on Messenger. They sent me a flyer, you know, about the job description. They told me it's a job. It's located in Bangkok, Thailand. You have to be a translator for our company and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
They told me all you need to do, you don't need any qualification, you don't need anything. All you need to do is we want to know your language skills in Chinese, in French, and in English. And
Mm-hmm.
mind you this, I was good in Chinese, and I'm good in English, and I'm very good in French. So because I'm
Hold
a
on. You
perfect,
speak Chinese?
I speak Chinese because I've been there
Okay.
for some time now. I had my studies over there, so I speak Chinese a little bit. But right now, I think I might forget some, but I can converse in Chinese. So this is how
Okay. Can you
it
just
went.
I'm very anxious. Can you just introduce yourself for us in Chinese, please?
OK, hello，早上好，我是 Search Bryce，我是英语老师在泰国。What I just said is I just greeted everyone. Good morning. My name is Search Bryce, and I am an English teacher in Thailand. Taigo means Thailand.
Mhm. Okay,
Yeah.
back to the story. HR message you that they want you to be a translator, Chinese, English, and French. That is a big CV. I mean, you can be needed everywhere for such quality. What happened? What was the next step after the message you? What was the next step? What happened?
All right. After the message me, I kind of didn't hesitate because uh, I had no idea. So I told them, okay, if this pay, back then it was the pay, you know, the pay was okay, the pay was good. So
Okay.
I said, if this pay is legit, I'm in, I'm in for this. The next step is
Mm-hmm.
it's an interview. You know, they will tell you they are going to have an interview with their boss. But on having that interview, because they had in the often in the room where they work, we have like 10 or 7 or 8, depending on the companies, people working.
Yeah.
So they scheduled an interview with their so-called boss. But on conversing, my Chinese is not good, it's not that perfect, but before it was okay. I could
Okay.
realize that this person I'm talking with, he's not a white, or he's not an Asian. This is the voice of an African,
Mm-hmm.
This is the voice of an African person talking. But I didn't really care because, yeah,
The
you could
money,
be
the
an African,
salary
but
they are proposing.
yeah, you could be an African, but you could be a boss in their company. So that's what, because I made mention of my worries. They told me, no, yeah, he's an African, but he has been here for long. So he has upgraded and he now
Mm-hmm.
does interview in this company. Okay, then I stood quiet and I went on with my interview. So 2 days later, they contacted me back and they told me, okay, congrats, you got the job. This easy, can you imagine? They told me,
Job for
you
1 million.
for 1 million, you got the job. I'm like, oh, really? I called my dad, I called my mom, celebrations everywhere. Oh, you got a good job,
Correct.
this and that. Wow, that's cool. So I contacted them my turn. When you just have a job and you're anxious, like, what's next? I contacted them, what's next? What do I need to give? What documents do you need from me? All of that. I want to get into this like real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the first step is how to get there in Thailand.
Sure.
And Thailand back then wasn't visa online, because right now Thailand is visa online. Though it's difficult to get the visa, but you can apply online.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go to Nigeria, Abuja. Oh my God, this was a very, very difficult journey,
Sure.
because firstly, to compile all the documents needed for the embassy wasn't that easy. Yeah, I was kind of anxious about the work, but also they asked the bank statement of almost 6 million francs, and I didn't have that. So I had to tell my father, and he had some connections and all of that. So we tried our best, and we could raise that money to put in
Mm-hmm.
my bank account. I'm sorry, it's still morning over here, very early, so I'm kind of. So after that, I put together all the documents needed for the embassy. The next thing was I had to travel to
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria, more Nigeria, Abuja. We went along, we checked flights. Oh my God. Mind you, it's not easy when you want to leave from an African country to another African country. It's very expensive, especially
Mm-hmm.
flights from Cameroon to Abuja, Thailand, to Abuja, Nigeria. Sorry, very expensive. To book a to and fro ticket, I think by then it was almost 500,000 francs CFA. What next? What do I have to do at this point? Because I've already applied online for the visa, and I was given an interview for the week after. I went around asking questions, I asked a lot of questions, and a friend of mine told me, you can go to Abuja by 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 sea, and by sea you can take a bus when you get to a place. Okay, this is the journey. I am a native from Douala, so I left Douala.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Limbe. From
Mm-hmm.
Limbe, I went to Idenau. For those who know Cameroon, you
Mm-hmm.
have to
It's
go
now,
to
yes.
Idenau, because in Idenau there's a port, a small port of a cargo entry. Like Nigerians people, they use that port to bring in goods in Cameroon, like in Limbe,
Mm-hmm.
before it's been distributed everywhere.
West
So on
Coast,
my
yeah.
yeah, the coast. On my arrival in Idenau, I had to take in local language we call it canoe. I had to
Mm-hmm.
take a canoe. I embarked on the journey. The fee was quite fair. I think I paid 30,000 francs.
Okay.
You
Affordable
know,
compared to 500,000 francs flight, you know.
we left. We are inside the waters, up and down, going left, going right. You have to hook yourself on anything you can see around. Just hook yourself so you don't fall
Mm-hmm.
into the water. You know, we didn't have any safety jackets. We was
Wait
just
a
like
minute. You travel through the boat from Idina to
4 hours
Nigeria, no
journey,
safety jacket, no
four
life
hours
jacket,
journey, no life
no life
jacket.
jacket.
4 hours
Bro,
journey into the water,
bro, no life jacket.
no life jacket. I asked though.
Jesus Christ.
I asked, and they told me there's no life jacket. When you come here, you have to know you have to travel, so you have to bring yours. I'm like, I don't work in a boat, also. How will I know you guys not gonna provide a life jacket for me? So yeah, we were just going up and down, up, down. They have the very
Mm-hmm.
heavy waves, and back then, mind you, the water was very high. On our way, we had like 7, if not 8, control. You have control
Mm-hmm.
from the Cameroon border, the BIR. If you know the
Mm-hmm.
BIR in Cameroon, they will control you. We want to see your passport. We want to see
Mm-hmm.
this. We want to see that. Where are you going? Why are you going? This, that. You can't mention you're going for an interview or so. No, you just tell them you're going to buy some goods and all of that, and they're going to collect some money from you, like maybe one
Exactly.
or 2K. The next control, you still
Mm-hmm.
give like
As you
1K
go.
or 2K. The third control from Cameroon side,
Mm-hmm.
same. When you're done with the Cameroon border, you enter the Nigerian side.
Section.
The
Another
Marines,
settlement.
the Marines also, they'll come to you. And this is for drugs and what. You give like 3K naira, because before you get
Mm-hmm.
there at the coast, I changed my money into naira. So I had enough naira with me. The
Mm-hmm.
next, you pay, you settle everyone, and you get to this particular city around the coast called Oron. Once
Mm-hmm.
getting there, I was taken by the immigration. I was welcomed by the immigration. They told me, "What are you coming to do here?" And I told them, and this, that. They tried telling me, "No, Cameroonians cannot enter into Nigeria right now, this. But I knew it was all bullshit. All they wanted is settlement too. So I
Mm-hmm.
think I settled them too with I think 5,000 naira. Nigerians, they don't ask too much. They are not like too demanding. They just
Mm-hmm.
want you to settle them. So upon settling them, I was given an entry stamp. That's where the cavalry began. I
Okay.
left. I
Mm-hmm.
left.
Just continue.
Okay. Yeah, I want to have a question. It's okay.
Yeah, I was like, okay, let's assume you traveled. It was a rough road. You got the visa to go to Thailand.
Yeah, sure.
So now you got the visa to go to Thailand. So what happened? Like the people who gave you the job of 1 million francs CFA, they have employed you. You got your visa. What type of visa did you get? Was it a tourist visa? Was it a work visa?
Okay, that's where it gets interesting.
Mm-hmm.
They told me you can take a tourist visa. That is when I was already in Nigeria. You know,
Yes.
you can take a tourist visa, and once you get here in Thailand, we are going to change your tourist visa into a work
Work visa.
visa.
First red flag.
I'm, I'm like, I'm coming for a job. Why don't you send me all the necessary documents so I take a work visa right now? Because I did my
Mm-hmm.
findings, and I saw once you get into Thailand, you have 3 months to extend your visa to 1 year. So I'm like, why go all through the stress, Why don't you send me documents and apply for a work visa, and I just come in with a work visa so you can just extend my work visa? Okay, no, right now the company is this, is that. The owners of the company right now, they're in Malaysia for a business trip. We can't give you
Mm-hmm.
document because they have to sign on them. Don't worry. Just take the
Just
tourist
get a
visa, and once
tourist.
you come,
Mhm.
this. Still then, I was okay with that. Because like I told you, they were to pay my trip, all my expenses, they were
Yeah.
to sponsor that. But coming to my trip to Nigeria, after when we agreed on everything, they told me I have to auto sponsor myself. And once I get into the company, I should present them receipt. And they are going to refund me all the money I have spent through the journey, be it hotels, be it everything. Mind you, I spent 1 month in Nigeria, 1 month, because back then, the ambassador was not on spot. He traveled. And every day I was paying a hotel for 15,000 naira. I have been there for
Oh,
1 month.
that's
So the most difficult part of getting this visa was the way back, because the way back was not as smooth as the way go. It wasn't smooth
mhm.
that way, because I took a bus from Abuja that was going to take me to the same Auron. But before you get to Auron, you have to get to Akwa Ibom. So it was a night journey. Can you imagine? At the middle of the road, we received gunshots.
What?
We were like, we received gunshots in front. But what happened was that once we received the gunshots in front of our bus, the driver wanted to reverse the car. We had barricades back. What are we supposed to do? You know, my first thing that came into my mind was, I've been hearing of kidnapping in Nigeria. I've been
Mm-hmm.
hearing of armed robbery in Nigeria. Upon getting my head up, I saw my next seat neighbor. He broke the glass of the window, and he jumped into the bush. He jumped into the bushes.
Was it? Is it? Was it the person that jumped out of the car? Is it a Cameroonian or a Nigerian?
No, he was a Nigerian. No, we were two Cameroonians, a lady and I, going back. But the car was made up of Nigerians, because I think they were supposed to take us to one city first before going with us again in Akwa Ibom. Nigeria is very big. You
Very
can make
big.
that
Yeah.
journey. Yeah, you can make that journey.
Yeah.
It's,
It's very
it's
long.
very very long. So we were supposed to get to one city first. I just forgot the name. And then from there, I think Asaba. Asaba. Yes, we
Okay.
were supposed to get to Asaba. Then from Asaba, we go to Akwa Ibom. If I'm mistaken, I'm sorry, Nigerian people, but I just think it's that. So upon seeing that guy jumping, I said, "Oh my God! I'm not that skinny. I'm very fleshy." So what can I do? The guys, they were fast approaching,
Mm-hmm.
and they were knocking the door of the bus. Open, 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 open. Still shooting guns on left and right. I did same. I jumped, and then I went and hide inside the bushes for almost 2 hours. When I just went, I don't know what happened to me. I just
Mm-hmm.
shut down. I don't know if it's sleep or if I don't know, but I shut down completely for 2 hours. When
Mm-hmm.
I noticed myself, I came out. I met everyone crying, everyone shouting, and like five other buses behind. On getting to our bus, these people shot the driver, killed him.
Oh my
And,
God.
you know, I was told that they took money from all the passengers, including mine, because mine was in my bag on my
Mm-hmm.
space. So they got into my bag, they searched, and took all my money I had. But I had my passport pocket. In my
Okay.
pocket, this is where I kept my passport, in my pocket of my trousers. So yeah, right
Oh my
now
God.
the drivers are angry, passengers are angry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our network is breaking. What a tragic story. Driver shot, traveling to Nigeria. Driver shot from Abuja to back to Oron. Vehicle interrupted by bandits, you don't know, gunshot, and the driver was shot. Having some serious of network issue here. Network interruption. We'll just give a minute for our guest to be back. We always have network issue. Hosting Cameroonians network, hosting from Thailand network. Don't know what's happening. Let us wait for a while. Yeah, bro. Again? Okay. I cannot see what's happening. Okay. Sorry for that. Our guest is back. So he's just going to continue from where he stopped. Two gunshots or gunshot, and then armed robbers took away your stuff, and the driver was unfortunately shot. So,
Hello.
yes, we
I
can hear you, sir.
can I can see my host.
Can you see me now?
I can see my host. I can see you.
I'm present. Like I can see you. So what's happening? Why are you?
I think the network is a little bit messy.
Yeah, unfortunately. Can you see me now?
Let me try to get back in.
Okay. One second. Oh, what's happening? Okay. All right. Welcome back.
Oh, sorry for this little disagreement. I think the network back here is a little bit terrible. I'm sorry about that.
It's everywhere. Network issue now is there's nothing like first world country or second world country now with network. The thing just gets
Uh,
bad and it's terrible.
I'm in Bangkok. I came for a Cameroon Association meeting, so I'm in a hotel. I think maybe
Okay.
it might be, but anyway, okay. I think let's go straight into business.
Okay. So like I was saying, gunfire, driver dead, your visa is in your pocket, your passport, you have your passport, your
Yeah,
visa in your pocket. you're almost unconscious somewhere. So people are alert you that something happened.
My visa and my phone was on me, but my bag contained my money and my clothes,
Okay.
Yeah. Upon getting out, people were shouting and everything, So the drivers, because they killed the driver, our driver, so the other drivers were so angry. And before you know, the population too came in and they say, oh, we have been suffering from this for over 3 years now, this, that. The next thing they do is they do a barricade. They block the roads, no car entering, no car going out. For 2 days, we stayed on the spot. We didn't move for 2 days.
2 days.
2 days. The
So what were you
villagers around,
eating?
the villagers and the chief of the place, the locality, he brought in some fruits and some food stuff for us.
Okay.
And he was trying to plead with the population to remove the barricade so we can at least go and they can stay behind and settle all of that. But it's way until the Nigerian police came that 2 days afterward that things were brought down and the barricades were removed. And they sent another driver to come and drive our bus. And they took us to where we were supposed to go. But mind you, right now, I'm left with no cash and just my phone. I had to call I have to call back home for help, I called back home and they sent me money. So I continued my journey until I arrived in Douala, Cameroon.
Fantastic. So your journey had its own local wahala from Cameroon to Nigeria. Now you have your visa, you're back in Cameroon, you're in Douala. Now the next step is you have to travel now to your dream location where you got your 1 million francs CFA job to work. So what happened? But you were told that you pay your visa, pay your expenses, you're going to be refunded when you get to your destination. So I assume you paid your flight, you did everything, you paid your flight, and you're ready to travel.
For the flight, they paid the flight to and fro. They paid the flight, they sent me the ticket. Because I told them I don't have money to pay for any flight, So they paid the flight and they sent me the ticket. I just had to prepare my travel, get my things, get my sheets on, put them together, and the next thing was traveling.
So you traveled?
I traveled. It was smooth. I think it was in 2022. Yeah. 2022. I traveled to Thailand. Upon my arrival in Thailand, I was very surprised because when I exited the plane, because let me tell you, let me not forget this. These people, from the day you have your visa, or from the day they pay your flight ticket, they will call you every day. They will ask pictures of you. When you get to the Douala airport, they will tell you, take a picture of yourself and send. When you get to Addis Ababa, they will tell you, get a picture of yourself and send. So when I arrived in Suvarnabhumi, which is the main airport for international flights in Bangkok, I was surprised. I had someone come to me. He doesn't work at the airport. He's not a steward. He's not an immigration officer. He's just a normal person. And he walked to me. I'm like, where we are, normally, nobody's allowed to be here if you're not an immigration or an airport worker, And he showed me my picture I sent when I was in Ethiopia. Is this you? I'm like, yeah, it's me. He said, okay, let's go. Let's go. We went and we arrived at the immigration part. You know, there are many different places where you can
Yeah.
go and take your time. He told me to go to a particular immigration officer. I should go to this line. When the line was a little bit too stopped, I wanted to change my lane to go to another officer. He ran to me and he
It's
hit me on the back. He said, "This
in
line,
the line. So everything was
maintain
staged. They had their
everything."
arrangement.
Yeah, and that's where afterward I noticed that I'm very sorry to say that, but some immigration officers, they are part of this thing, you know, because I went to the immigration officer. He asked me no question. He just scanned my passport and stamped me my entry visa. I've been to countries, you know, but I've never had
Mm.
this fluid
Easy
entry.
going.
Never. Easy going, you know, just with this color. It's a whole problem at the immigration, any immigration abroad.
Any immigration there were. That's true. That's true.
So I found myself in Thailand, but I was still at the airport after the immigration. I had my luggages, and this guy was still behind me, following me up and down. But I noticed something. He made sure he maintained social distances. He wasn't close to me. He was just monitoring me from far. He was telling me,
Mhm.
"Go this way, go this way." And until outside at the exit gates, he came to me, he took my luggages, and we went to a car. It was a pickup arranged, you know,
Mhm.
a very big car, very luxurious car. I think it was a Land Cruiser 2020, very luxurious. And inside that car, there was a Chinese man in there. I think he too just arrived from China. We
Okay.
exchanged a little. We exchanged a little bit, and he told me he was going for. He came for the job in Myanmar. I'm like, Myanmar, where is Myanmar? He said, where we are going, it's called Myanmar. I'm like, no. I came to work in Thailand, in Bangkok. My
Thailand.
company is nearby. He said, okay, he knows nothing. So, but he came to go to Myanmar. He knows about. I'm like, okay, I'm already here. Let them take me to Bangkok, to where I'm going to work. You know, we drove, and the next thing, they bought me KFC.
Mm.
Bought me KFC and Coke. The next thing, you know, we took the highway. We drove 7 hours. I'm like, what is
Something
happening?
is wrong.
Is this? I think Suvarnabhumi is in Bangkok. So why am I being driven 7 hours away from Suvarnabhumi? Is this how big Bangkok is? And the man told me, no, no, I don't know anything. Call your boss. Call your boss. Nothing. Not he doesn't even speak fluent English. I called the HR.
Mhm.
I'm like, bro, we have been in this car for 7 hours. Where are we going to? He said, no, the offices in Bangkok are full already because you took a little bit of time coming, so your position over there has been taken. We have another office in Mae Sot, Thailand. I'm like, I took my Google map, Mae Sot. It was like 3 hours away from where we are actually. After the
Mhm.
7 hours, we had more 3 hours. And Mae Sot is a province in the north of Thailand. It's like the neighboring province within Thailand and Myanmar,
Myanmar.
where the
Okay.
borders lie.
Mhm.
Upon getting to Mae Sot, we changed the car. They put us in another car. We went in the interiors, very dark, just driving. We got somewhere, they changed another car again.
The third car now.
The third car. I'm like, what is this? I checked and we're still in Mesot. But what is happening is that I can just say this now because I've been in Thailand for over some time now. So I already know how things operate and how I know cities and I know districts. So actually, they were taking me into a district of Mesot, which is close to the Myanmar border and is surrounded by water. We arrived in a very dark place with a dark house over there, very scary. And they took my things out. I knew nobody spoke to us, but the Chinese guy was so comfortable. And do you know, we went to the backyard of that dark house and I saw water everywhere in the dark. And then inside the water, somebody was coming with a torch, pointing at us. And he was dragging along with his hand from the back. He was dragging a canoe. And he seems like walking in the water. So the water isn't that deep. He was walking and dragging the canoe along. I got scared. What is happening? I called the HR once more. Bro, you told me I'm to go to Bangkok. After Bangkok, Mesot. Right now, you can turn your video. I'm in front of water. I don't know where I'm going. All of that. No, everybody come here. It's the same thing. He does. This is the first time he accepted to do a video call. And he doesn't even show his face. He shows around. I can see a whole lot of African people everywhere. He said, everybody that came here, this is the way they went through. I'm like, what is happening? But I'm here. If I say I don't want to move, what will happen next to me? So at this point of time, let's move. I kept on moving. They took my luggages into the canoe. And that old man was pushing us. I and the Chinese man was seated. He was pushing us, walking in the water, pushing it. And yet still, I had my Google map. And I was seeing like we are crossing Thailand and entering in Myanmar through the waters. We got to the other side of the reef and we were welcomed by soldiers, armed soldiers, like 8 of them. They welcomed us. It's later on that I was made to understand that those were not Myanmar soldiers, they were rebels, because at that time Myanmar was in a civil war. So these people recruited a lot of rebels to guide their camp and everything. So these people, they came, they took our luggages. We entered a car. We drove for almost 1 hour. We took another car and drove for almost 2 hours. And here we are. We are in the so-called company. The infrastructures was amazing. From the gate, very big gate, I entered the gate and we were taken to one office. In that place, we have many companies, So these people they don't own a company. They are just there to take care of that place, like security and everything.
Yeah.
Once I got there, they asked for my passport. I showed them. They gave me something. They gave me like an undertaking. I have to sign that I was brought into this place by my will. I told them it's not by my will. I didn't know I was coming here. You know, how can you say I was aware? I wasn't aware. We started arriving here in the dark, so I don't even know where we are. They said, no, this is the normal procedure. You're going to go to your company. In short, and a car drove in. They told me, this is the bosses of your company. You know, not a car, a massive car. Bro, that place seems like it's another world. I saw cars in there that I've never seen in my life. There were Ferraris in there. There were Maseratis. There were, you know, all these top cars we see online. My boss came to pick me with a Mercedes. How is it called? This big Mercedes that the stars own right now. Oh my God!
I'm not a car person. Is it for my
G-Wagon? G-Wagon.
G-Wagon. Oh.
Pick me in a G-Wagon. So when I saw my boss inside a G-Wagon, I knew this car. I said, no, then this thing is really lucrative and it's legit. And upon arriving, I saw many other cars, sport bikes everywhere, you know. I just knew these people are very rich. But the place is like a modern prison because it's enclosed everywhere. Once you step in, you cannot go out. So I signed and I asked for my passport. They say, no, you take your passport only when you're leaving. I'm like, what? I went to the place. I had $500 on me. Okay, my boss took me. The first thing he did, we went straight to the company. You know, as I explained to you, there are many buildings in there. And my company, there's a building with like 6 floors. The first floor belongs to a company, second floor to another company, third floor to another company, fourth floor another company, sixth floor. That is how it went. So my own company was at the third floor. When arriving there, man, I saw hundreds of Africans all in front of their computers. Some people are behind, still in the office, their computers. Those are the HRs. I went to the office with the boss. We discussed. I told them, yeah, I'm here. I had a very tough journey. I spent a lot of money. He started laughing. He told me, money is not the problem over here. You just need to do what you're supposed to do and you'll be paid. I said, okay. The next thing, the board they took me to the dormitories. You know, it's a room with 6 beds in. We were 6 inside a room. There was a shower, there's AC. Okay. Somebody came and told me he's in charge of me. My work schedule is this. I have to work from 1 p.m. to 3 a.m. From 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning. And once we are done, another shift goes on. Once we sleep, the only thing there is you work, you sleep, you eat. There's no fun. You know, you work, you eat, you sleep. I work from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning. That's a lot of hours. But we had breaks in between. We always take like 30 minutes, 1 hour break, and you need to be fast. There, everything you do, they deduct your money, your so-called salary. If you go for break and you come late, they deduct your salary. If you come late to job, they deduct your salary. So, as I told you, there's a shift. When this shift goes, these ships are sleeping. When they are sleeping, we go. That's it. They respected only Chinese holidays. They gave us Chinese holidays. But aside of that, we work every day. What was the
What
work
type?
comprised of?
Okay, okay. I think that's where you're heading to, the type of work you're doing.
The type of work. My work. I'm very sorry to say that, but my work was to persuade, because of my skills, I was to persuade my African brothers to come to that place where I am. I was an HR. So, upon observing, I noticed that these people, they operate what we call modern scam. When you get there, you can take phones. They have all these new phones, 12 Pro Max, 13 Pro Max, 11 XR, 8 Plus. They have a very big box they're going to put in front of you. Choose any phone you want. And I think back then I took 2 phones, because these phones you have to open, you have to create Facebook pages, do that, do this, do that, Instagram, what. So you can use it to persuade your brothers to come there. I just understood that this is what happened to me. Another HR persuaded me to come over there. The real work was done in the big hall. They have fake profiles. They come in contact with our fellow human beings of the other part of the world, America, Australia. Some people, they do dating scam. They talk to you. They are very patient, like 1, 2, 3 weeks, 1 month. When you are affectionate, they have ladies in there to do video calls, so everything is legit, And they are going to tell you, okay, after some time, honey, yeah, I invest my money in this crypto. It's very nice. You can see my wallet. I have this type of dollars. It's just about investing. If you invest $10,000, you may earn up to $100,000 in very few times. I'm sorry.
Sorry, bless you.
So this was just it. And once you invest, these people are gonna block you. It's just all about modern scam. And in the other side, they are going to contact people normally. They always use ladies, because we men, we are very weak when it comes to women. And
As it should be.
yes, when I saw all of this setting, I went back the first day of work. I stood on my bed. I said, oh my God, this place is like a prison. You don't leave. When you come, they take a tape and they cover your camera from the back and from the front. You are not allowed to do video calls. And they take your phone, they disable your location. You cannot share your location. I don't know, they install something in your phone to track to monitor what you do with your phone and this and that. I'm like, what am I going to do? I cannot force my African brothers to come over here to this type of life. I've never ever imagined myself being a scammer to my fellow human beings, or being part of the scamming process. Because if you bring people in the company, you scammer too, because if you accept it, you
Yes.
know what they do. Yeah. So I was like, but I prayed to God, because I took a wrong decision for like 5 days. I don't know if it's the stress I went through and the hope of the more the pay, he made me take the decision that as far as I'm already here and there is no like bloody something around, I think I would just talk to him, get my money for like 3 months, and then I leave. Upon being there, I asked a lot of questions to the people there. The first question I asked was, "What about the visas?" They said, "Oh, ever since some people have been there for 8 months, some 1 year." They told me, "My brother, if you come here, forget about anything that concerns visa, because these people, they will not renew you your visa. They will renew it once, because when you come to Thailand under tourist visa, you can be renewed once. And after the 2 months, that's what they do. They go renew you once, and then they tell you bullshit. We're taking time to process your documents and this and this and this and this." And since you saw at least they went and renewed one time, you don't know that it's very normal to do that and it's very easy. So you keep hoping that, oh, they renewed me one more month. It means they can actually do what they say. Oh my God, I stayed there. What can I do? While I was still going to work, they have a way of operating in there. Like I told you, it's another world. What I was meant to understand is that you scam people, and in that scam, you share percentage with the bosses. If you scam $10,000, they're going to give you 15% of that money. If you scam $100,000, they will give you 15%. It depends on your arrangement and how long you've been there. Some people, they have 40% of the money. You know, I stood there and I said, oh my God. And the next day I arrived, it was supposed to be payday. Bro, I saw people having money, like they were holding their money like this, Thai baht, holding it. That means if today I'm familiar with Thai baht, I can say,
Oh, dear me. Not again. Oh, what's happening? Okay, welcome back, sir.
hello,
Yes, I can hear you.
I can get you, host. I can get you.
Can you hear me now?
No, I can't. I cannot get you. Maybe you should check
Hello.
your sound system.
Okay.
No, not still.
Can you hear me?
Can still get you.
Yeah, but my mic is fine. I can see your mic too is okay. So
Cannot get
what's up?
you. Should I leave and come back?
Yeah, just leave and come back one more time.
Okay. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly now. I'm very sorry. I don't know
No, take
what's
your
going
time.
on.
Yeah, it's a global thing now, network, like I said earlier. So let's just continue from where we stop and then we'll wrap up. You understand?
All
Um,
right.
you mentioned you were talking about the money, the amount of money each person received from the camp. You like
Yeah. Yeah. When I saw this amount of money these people received, like, but mostly it was Asians because that place had people of all races.
okay,
Asians, American, no, not Americans. Asians, Thais, Africans, mostly Africans,
Africans.
Zimbabweans, Kenyans, Cameroonians, South Africans, But upon my experience and upon asking around, they were just also lied about this place. They like they didn't know what is actually going on there. But these people decided to stay there because of the money.
Okay.
What made me had second thoughts was that they told me, the HR responsible of me told me, the only way you can be paid as an HR is when you bring people here. If you don't bring people here, you have no salary.
No
I'm like,
salary.
what? That's not what I was being told. And in my mind, I said, I can never bring someone here. So that my dreams of having my salary shattered, because if you don't bring someone, you can't get paid. So I said, what am I doing here then? But I just continued, stayed. But one fateful evening when we were coming back from our office, I saw containers, and in those containers, they were offloading. I saw guns, heavy guns,
Mm-hmm.
and in the other containers, I saw people inside. That's where it got so scary. Like, it seems like they smuggle people into that place in containers. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, this is really becoming scary. And from that night, I took the decision, I'm not going to be part of this masquerade. I'm not going to stay here a day.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the next day. No, I didn't go to the office. I wrote my boss, I cannot work here anymore. He's like, why? After all the money we spend on you, we provide food, we provide you accommodation, and this and that, you say you're not going to work? Are you crazy? He started shouting at me like, I said, no, I'm not crazy, but I can't. I can't. He said, there's no problem. If you can't, you must stay for the time we planned for you to stay. And the next thing is that they send people to persuade me to continue work. But I said no. I stayed in the room. I started rebellion. I stayed in the room. I was not going to the job, to the office for 3 days. And the bosses
So
got so angry.
you're not afraid that they'll shoot you and probably throw your body in one river behind?
I don't
Such
know what was happening to me, but I wasn't afraid. And I told them,
normally.
I think I have rights. And that is what they told me. Here, you have no right. We have the right to decide on you. They told me that after those 3 days, I stopped going to job. And the funniest part is when my colleagues, they came back to the room, I started persuading them to, what are you guys doing here? Is this why you left your country? To deceive other brothers to come here? Is this
Mm-hmm.
why really you left your country? And don't you see what's going on around? We are living like prisoners and this and that. To be sincere, when you are a worker, they feed you. But from the day I started saying I want to go back to my country, they stopped feeding me. They took me to one other section of that place. They
Mm-hmm.
sent me, it's like a jail. It's a dark room. I spent almost 1 week there. They fed me once a day. In the dark. I didn't know what time is it, what time, I don't know the time. It's just dark. Once they open, they push. I don't know even what they gave me to eat, but I just had to eat, you know. And I think after that 1 week of being there, to be sincere, I cried and, because I went down. I couldn't contain it anymore. You know what it means to be locked up for 1 week? The next thing is, one fateful day, my bosses, they came. I was meant to see the real boss of that place, which were a woman. She came, she was smoking like a real gangster.
Mm-hmm.
She told me, I heard you cause trouble everywhere. They are from Singapore. Those people are from Singapore. I heard you cause trouble everywhere. Is that it? I said, no. I want to go back because my mom is sick, and truly my mom was very sick. And I told her she has been operated like 3 times, and I'm afraid she's going to die. So I want to be beside her. You know, these Asians, all they care about is money.
Mm-hmm.
So they told me, okay, you're not useful to us anymore. For you to leave this place, you are going to pay us the sum of this amount. When I converted, it's like 1.2 million francs. I'm like, where would I take this type of money? Oh my God. Oh my God. I stayed quiet, Then she gave my phone because obviously I need to contact people from
You
the
need to
outside to
contact
send me
people
money.
to send your money. Yeah.
And in that place, you cannot send Western Union or so. They only deal with crypto. You send your money out of that place through crypto, you receive money through crypto.
Mm-hmm. No
When
trace.
you when they can pay you in cash, but you cannot live with that cash, you have to change it to crypto. So I called my mom, I called my dad. My mom was very ill, so I spoke with my dad and my elder sister. She They gathered that money and they gave it to me. They sent it to a wallet because the day I had the money in Cameroon, I went to my boss and I told him. He gave me a wallet. Send
Mm-hmm.
the money in there. Once I sent the money in there, and he gave me 25,000. No, he gave me 20,000 Thai baht. He told me, you are going to go to the gate. They will give you your passport back, and they will take you to the border. And at the border, you have to pay for them to allow you to cross.
Mm-hmm.
They took me to the border and they just allowed me there. Those people, I had to pay them, but I had just like 10,000 left. No, 12,000 left on me, and they were
Yeah.
asking for 10,000 Thai baht. I pleaded with them, like, this is all I have and everything. They said to cross is 10,000 Thai baht. I was in the middle of nowhere, and I've already spent more than a month in Thailand, in Myanmar there, which my Thai visa is not even valid over there. So I said, oh my God, what can I do? I paid. They smuggled me in. Upon entering, when you enter, you're in Mesot. I walked for almost 6 hours because no cars, no taxis. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I had luggages, like 3 luggages. I walked and walked and walked. I saw cars but trying to stop them, but they don't give me listening
Mm-hmm.
ears, or they don't even stop. I was just walking. I don't know. I walked and I rest. I walk and I rest. I walk and rest. Until I arrived at a point where I saw people got gathered. I went there. I spoke English. Nobody understood me. I translated because at least I had a Thai SIM card I bought with internet subscription. Oh, they told me, you want to go to the bus station, you go to Bangkok? I said, yes. There's one guy, he had this local bike we call tuk tuk, you know. He took me in his tuk tuk and told me I'm going to pay him 300 Thai baht. At that point, I didn't even mind how much. All I just prayed for is that this 2,000 I have, it should take me out of this place. I went. After 6 hours, I went and I booked the bus. It was around, I was working in the night because I told you everything done that way is in the dark. They don't do it during the day. So I crossed in the night and I started working in the night. I worked from, I think, 10 p.m. until 6 a.m. when I met these people. They were gathered, they were eating together. So I went to the bus station. I paid a bus to Bangkok. You know, the bus was supposed to be in the evening. So what am I going to do all day? I was walking around the city. I was looking for something I can eat because I've not eaten like for 2 days now. I went, I saw a restaurant. I paid, I think, 250 baht and I ate. And I saw a hotel for 200 baht. So I thought it wise to sleep because I still had like 800 baht. So, and I already paid my bus ticket. I paid that hotel, I slept there. And I slept there until 6 p.m. when my bus was supposed to take off at 7. So upon traveling, I met some other Zimbabweans. We took the same bus. Their visas were already have expired long time ago. But fortunately, my visa was still very valid. I had no problem in Thailand.
Okay.
I still had like 2 months. So they told me they are in contact with their brothers over there. There's a hotel, very cheap hotel that we can go to. And that hotel was, I think, 400 baht per day.
Indeed, you were really saved by grace because I mean, I'm just imagining. We have watched this in movies, right? People get shot. If you don't want to be in a place like that, that is very, very
Yeah,
secretive. They
yeah.
do a lot of illegal things
And
there. The next thing is that this guy is a liability. Let us just shoot you and feed you carry to the crocodiles or something. You know,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you are very lucky. We need to really give thanksgiving for your life because explaining this story, I can just imagine it's hectic. What you went through, I will not wish that for
So
anybody.
many Zimbabweans and Kenyans over there too. They said people who left insisted they want to leave. They have not heard about them over and over. You know, the thing is, each company has bosses and they have their way they operate.
They
All of them
operate
don't
or
operate the same.
the same.
So some people were even left after the gate. They didn't take them to the borders. But my company at least took me to the border where I could.
And
Yeah. So it was a
wow.
very, very, very difficult time in there because I saw people being punished. Like if you're there and you've had 1 month, you didn't bring any client, you didn't bring any money to the company, they punish you. You know, they ask you to do push-ups and they put this heavy load on you. You
Mhm,
know, they beat some people. You know, as I told you, every company has the way they operate. You
mhm.
know, you see someone being beaten, a very old man, like in his 30s, 40s, being beaten up. Some people they'll tell them, okay, you guys disobeyed. You have to jog around the building, run around the building
Mhm.
maybe 20 times.
Wow. Now, now before I wrap up this fight, since we don't have enough time, right? I realized that from what we spoke, like you assist people coming to Thailand, you settle down, you got a job into Thailand, you are teaching now in Thailand, and
Yeah,
you even assist people to get to Thailand and have a teaching job. So can you just conclude with that? Tell us how you go about that.
yeah, yeah. Okay, like I said before, my journey was not just a sad and sorrowful one. I just believe that, you know, everything that God does, there's a reason, and every
Mhm.
blessing has its time. It comes.
Yeah.
When I got to Thailand, I was in that hotel for almost 1 month. I called back home. They sent me money, and fortunately, through Facebook, I came across the Cameroonian community in Thailand,
Mhm.
and I had someone who helped me. He took me to his house. He helped me with an accommodation, with food, and everything. While being in his house, he told me you can search for job even with a tourist visa, and once you have a job, you can change to a work visa. Unfortunately for me, it was quite difficult. We searched for jobs over and over and over. It wasn't the right time, because let's
Mhm.
tell people there's a time to come to Thailand. You don't come to Thailand like it's US or it's France. There are times where schools recruit, because Thailand
Mhm.
is a country mostly made of teachers, you know.
Mhm.
So you don't just come to Thailand. You come to Thailand in March or in October. These are the two periods. But
Big recruitment time.
I left that place, I think, by February. So nothing for me. I tried and tried to spend a lot of money. I went back to Cameroon. I went back to Cameroon. I spent 6 months in Cameroon, but with the little experience I already had over there, I had my friends, and they did a non-B working visa for me, because I had a
Mhm.
language center who was uh, who was wanting to recruit me, but they told
Okay.
me I have to come at the best time. So I did, and I went back to Nigeria again. Same procedure, water, land, and everything, because didn't have the money to pay for flight. But
Mhm.
this time around, it went smooth. I took my visa. I traveled back to Thailand. Upon arriving, I was in a city called Nakhon Tamarat, a district called Changwa district. I worked there for some time, but after the person who employed me, she didn't have enough funds to pay me. So she told me, okay, you're free to go. Look for another
Mhm.
job. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm just going to resign your contract. But it wasn't easy to see another job, and my visa again was expiring. So I met one man. He had a language center, and he sold documents to me and gave me a
Mhm.
1 year visa with a 1 year work permit.
Wow.
You know, I bought that for 60,000, 65,000 Thai baht, which is almost 1.3 million francs.
You bought visa.
Spending,
Mm.
yeah. So after that, I spent 1 year. I got a job in uh, Udon Thani, which is my present
Mhm.
city. It's in the northeast of Thailand.
Okay.
I got a job there. I've been there for 3 years now, and we thank God everything is moving okay. And
Indeed.
for the past 2 years, I've been assisting Cameroonians to come work here, to come search for a job here, to come find a better tomorrow over here. I can count at least 16 people right now, and some are still coming. The
That you have
last
helped
week
to get a visa
that
and
I've
teach in
that
Thailand.
I've
16
that
people.
I've yeah.
Wow. That is
Thailand,
huge, man.
I won't brag. that Thailand is El Dorado. I won't say Thailand is the best country in the world. But when you come here, you're patient, you are hardworking, at least you will get that minimum wage of almost 400,000 francs CFA, which is what many of our brothers back home don't receive. You can be lucky enough and you get 500 to 600,000. It's up to your hustle and up to your job site to decide to
And the
pay what they.
living condition is affordable. You can live comfortably and
Thailand,
save with
Thailand
400,000.
in terms of living condition, Thailand in Asia is one of the best. Houses are not expensive. You may earn 400,000 francs CFA and you pay a house of less than 40,000 francs CFA.
Wow.
If you're a family person, you can have a house for 100,000. What I mean, a big house of two flats, a toilet, kitchen, and a big gate, and all of that. It depends on your dreams, on what you want to do.
What you
Because
want
some
to
people,
do.
you can have a big salary and you decide to live moderate. Some people decide to live comfortable. You understand? So
So
it's up to you.
which means I can connect people to you directly. You're going to like educate them on how to come and stay and work in Thailand. Like you're going to guide them,
Of
hold their hands and bring them
course,
to Thailand.
of course, of course.
Oh,
All I do is like to earn for everyone to earn a living. You
okay.
know, our country is very difficult. Not just our country, everywhere is difficult right now. But like I said, I don't promise people jobs because I'm not a director. I
Okay.
don't own I don't own a school over here. But I can see you through the process until you get here 100%
Fantastic.
guaranteed. And once you're
As
here, I'm going to direct you on what you can do and what you cannot do, where you can go and where you can't go, job opportunities, and you hustle because you heard my story. It's all about hustling. So everybody that comes here needs to know he has to hustle. The mindset of you thinking that you can leave your country and there's a ready-made job somewhere, that's what make most of our brothers being duped. Because they'll tell them, oh, there's a job there, salary 1 million, 2 million, you don't need anything, no certification, you just, damn,
just
that's
come.
that's a big lie. Just come. Where? Come where? That's a big lie. It takes a process, it takes a procedure. Okay, I want my brothers out there to take their time. If you want to travel, take your time. There's no agency in Thailand that will say he will give you a job. No. You come, you see job opportunities, you go, you apply, you do demo, you teach,
Mhm.
yeah, you make your CV and you get your
Mhm.
job. No recruiter will recruit you from Cameroon. No. So that's it.
Oh,
Anybody,
fantastic.
I'm ready because it's all about assisting. It's all
Okay.
about business. It's all about business. I'm happy, you're happy. It's better spending your money on the right path and end up smiling than spending your money on a path which is doubtful and you end up crying.
Okay.
Every every
Definitely.
every work, every work deserves a wage. Every work deserves a salary. If I take you in, I file for you, I make you get a tourist visa or a non-B business visa or any visa, you come here, you look for your job, if possible, you change your visa and everything goes smooth.
Fantastic. That is exactly what I want to hear. Remember, you are assisting. You are not deciding, you are just assisting.
I'm
Understand? You
assisting,
have policy.
and I'm assisting with the procedure. You having a visa is guaranteed 100%, because
Okay.
I have my lines I've put in place right now at Nigeria.
100%. Remember that 100% visa.
100% guarantee. And we don't take your full money. We take part of the money, because everything we need to do documentations, and we need to pay visa fee, we need to pay certifications and all of that. So I won't say I will finance somebody's visa for him to pay me later. No, it's not possible. If you are ready to travel, you should be ready with the funds. I'm just offering you this legit way for you to travel. No doubt. That's what I'm offering.
Okay. Remember that 16 plus clients. He says his visas are short to Thailand, and he is currently in Thailand now. He's going to be a gateway for you to succeed. I'm Global Agent Connect. So if you those that have been contacting me, I want to travel, I want to go to this place, I want to do this. This is a legit agent. I know him personally. So what he's saying is exactly what is going to happen. So if you want to travel tomorrow, let someone who is grounded guide you towards the process from start to finish. So at this junction, we are coming to the end of our stream. Thank you very much, Mr. Serge Breeze, and we thank God that your life was safe, both in Nigeria and in Thailand and in Myanmar, from the gunshot to the this to the that, right? Saved by grace indeed. Thank you very much. We are going to have you some other time, because you are still going to tell us more about Thailand, price, money, and so on. But for now, the information we have here, we're going to make good use of it and move on with that. Thank you very much. God be with you. God bless you, and God continue to bless you and your
Thank you
family.
very much. Thank you, and good luck to all the future travelers. Just don't be afraid. Feel free to contact us, and everybody will smile. Thank you so much.
Most definitely. You're welcome, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, you heard from the survivor, right? It's not easy. Traveling is not easy, right? I know that traveling is not easy. People have gone through a lot to travel. I encourage you to travel. If you must travel to achieve your dream, it's very important. You can do that, but be vigilant, be wise. Don't fall a victim to all these petty scam out there. Make sure you're doing the right thing. You're talking to the right people, and you're following the right instruction to make sure you're doing the right thing in basically put, just in short, you're doing the right thing. So I'm going to put his number in the description, and I'm going to make a short video about that, so that those that want to travel, you can just contact him directly. He's a legit agent, and it's going to, assist you in traveling in Thailand as a work visa to work in Thailand, teach in Thailand, and a tourist visa if you want to just go and enjoy. Thailand is very beautiful. You can have wonderful things, go see places, beach, and so on. If you just want to enjoy, he's a good agent. He's going to do it for you. Thank you very much. We have other shows coming on our stand, right? Other shows are coming. Just keep tuning in, and God bless you and your family.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. Join us at Global Agent Connect TV. We appreciate your support. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. Join us at Global Agent Connect TV. We appreciate your support.